first? Okay, so April 24th, 1998, 20 years ago almost from the date, I signed my national letter of intent to attend Wake Forest University. And I didn't know at the time what kind of impact that would ultimately have on the woman I am today. So I'm here to share that part with you too. How having one goal, one dream, understanding how to get there can transform your entire life, your family's life, everyone around you, and put you in positions that you would never imagine you would be in. So this is my mission, is to try to give this back to young people with dreams, to try to educate parents as well, to try to educate parents on the process, on the system. I'll talk from a book that I wrote, signed The Essential Guide for Aspiring College Athletes. I give you 23 rules. So 23 rules to get signed. I'll be going over these 23 rules for a portion of what we're going to discuss today, but then I'll open this up for Q&A, right? I want you to use me to learn every single thing you don't know, to get all the confusion out the way. Every single person in here's journey is different. There's not two people who are going to have the same situation, same scenario, because you're just all different. I've recruited and signed over 100 athletes. I've recruited probably thousands of athletes, and a lot of them tell me no. So I've been through these processes that you're going through often. It's wash, rinse, repeat. I know it more than I know anything else in my life. I've done nothing else in my life. For 30 years, I've been on a basketball team, part of doing this. So use me in this moment to learn every single thing you want to know. Document, take notes. 20% of you will listen to what I say and you'll take something away from it, and it'll change and transform the way you operate. And the rest of you will be lazy and casual and act like, oh, you know, too cool for school, and you won't get anything out of it. But the people that do, I already in advance applaud you. Already in advance for taking advantage of this woman standing in front of us trying to give me information on how I can live my dreams. I already applaud you in advance. So lock in and gain every single thing you can. We on the same page? So I want to share a passage with you, one of my favorite passages. Man in the Arena. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. Raise your hand if you've heard of the passage, A Man in the Arena. No? It's a passage from a speech by Teddy Roosevelt, which was our 26th president, and he's referring to war. But a lot of athletes over the course of history have used it, and people in general have used it to kind of define what they're going through. It is not the critic who counts. It is not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. No, the credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred with dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly but falls short again and again. Because there is no effort without failure and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who knows the great devotions and the great enthusiasms, who knows the feeling of high achievement, and at worst, if he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls that neither know victory nor defeat. I love that, because you're people who want to be in the arena. And doing this, you sign up to be in the arena. And you also understand that your face is going to be dusty and sweaty and marred with sweat and blood. But you also know the triumph of high achievement, the great enthusiasms, the devotion. You understand what that feels like. That's the only reason why you're in the arena in the first place. But there will be some people outside the arena who will try to tell you how it feels to be inside, or critique you. Some of them may be applauding you. It doesn't matter, good or bad. They ain't in there. They're not in that battle. I'm here because I've been in that battle, and I want to share it with people who want to be a part of that. There are people outside of that arena who have no clue what you're going to invest, how you're going to feel going through your journey to try to get signed and become a full scholarship athlete and live your dreams. They got no clue. They have no clue. But you will listen to them. They will impact your journey, the way you think, the way you feel, and then ultimately your actions. And then some of you will achieve your dreams and goals. Some of you will not, because you listen to the voices on the outside. The man in the arena. If you're a LeBron James fan, he writes the man in the arena in quotes on his shoes before every game, to remind himself that they ain't in here with me. Y'all can talk all you want on the outside. You're on the outside for a reason. Understand that when you sign up for this, And this is the really crazy thing. I'm going to share a lot. There's a really crazy thing about being an athlete. So in our country, in America, we decided to put athletes and entertainers on pedestals. We're going to come watch you play, and we're going to critique you, we're going to applaud you, we're going to talk bad about you, we're going to do everything, but we're going to be out here watching you. Entertainers, we do the same thing, we critique them. But meanwhile, the people who are actually doing the job, it's not a joke to them. It's not a joke to me. I get up at 5 a.m., I go lift weights, I go run. I give up my weekends, I give up partying with my friends, I give up all this stuff you get to do. These coaches sitting here watching you play, they'd like to be with their families this weekend. They give up their lives. I've given up 18 Thanksgivings. No family. I give all of that up to come do this stuff. So they can't critique what I'm doing. They can't critique what you're doing. I want you to understand that. Part of this is a solo journey, an internal battle to say, I'm going to do that. I want some of that. I want to see what it feels like to wear a college uniform or play long as I can. I want to see what it feels like to be sitting there and I get signed and my mom and my dad are to my left and right. My coaches are there. My teammates are cheering for me. I want to know what that feels like. Travel and fly places to play basketball. Get my education paid for. That's the other thing that we've done in the United States. We put a high premium on education. People pay tons of money to go and spend the rest of their life paying it off. It's called business. But you, because your unique gifts and talents, because you signed up to be in the arena, you get to go be an entertainer for them, and you don't have to pay that back. And you can also be educated. And that's the long-term value. That's when you're 37 years old and don't dribble and shoot the ball no more. You can still find yourself in positions to make lots of money in life, to add value to businesses and companies and do things greater than yourself still. So this is not like, oh yeah, no, this is something very important that can transform your world. I'd love to see that happen for you. I really would. Coach, what do you need? Maybe ask that. What problem can I solve? Again, it's all here for you. What problem can you solve? That's a really good question. Know your product. Know your product. Know the customer. Know the customer. Know what kind of academic school. You want an academic school? Do your research. Are they a good academic school? You want a business school? You want a nurse school? Know the customer. Everybody who may recruit you might not have nursing. Well, don't waste their time and don't waste yours. Just because you feel like, oh, nobody else might not want me. Your job is to create a system that says, this is what I want. This is who I want to become. I'll attract it, or I'll reach out to them. I'll do my own research. These are the schools that have nursing. These are the schools I'm focused on getting their attention. I'm going to find out their problems, and I'm going to create a product that solves their problems. The end. Winning. Know the market. Know the market. It changes all the time. It changes all the time. When I was in high school, there was no Euro steps. Point guards wasn't doing floaters. That stuff wasn't out. Floaters start coming out in like 2006 or 7. The game is changing all the time. Ball screen action. I watched my last 2 high school basketball games a couple weeks ago with one of my high school teammates. We didn't set one ball screen. It just wasn't there. We just didn't do it. It wasn't a part of the game yet. Everything trickles down. The NBA does something. Men's basketball does it at the college level. Women's basketball does it at the college level. People have success. They start watching it. And high school coaches does it. It just all trickles down. So whatever's happening, kids shooting half-court 3-point shots, you would never shoot no shot from half-court when I was in high school. What you doing? You crazy? Wasn't even a thought. Now, I'm sure people jacking them up all the time. Because Steph Curry does it. And everybody's doing it to space the floor or whatever else. Right? So know what's happening in your market. What's hot now might not be hot later. Know what's happening. You versus you, there is no competition. When you think there's somebody out to stop you from doing something, I'm just going to be honest with you. I hate to say it, you're a liar. Ain't nobody stopping you. Can't nobody stop you. Can't nobody stop you. If it's happened before, it can happen again. If it happened for them, it can happen for me. When you start letting yourself off the hook thinking other people are in the way of your success or you achieving your goals, you're just creating excuses. You're looking for excuses. And if you look hard enough, you'll find whatever you're looking for. Good or bad. You'll find it. You versus you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people. I'll say it again. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Love who you are. It's great to be you. It is great to be you. And now find out all the things that make it great to be you. I got incredible energy. I'm really good on game day. I'm a great teammate. I make good grades. I got high character. I take care of my little brother. It's great to be me. I make good grades. Whatever it is, walk in that space of being you. Continue to improve who you are. Don't worry about other people. And everybody else will try to compare you because they just need to give meaning and definition to what they're seeing because they don't know. You need to know who you want to become. You need to go after that with everything in you. You need to believe in your ability to execute it. You need to get it done. Ain't nobody stopping you. Period. You're going to have to play hurt. This is emotional intelligence. You're going to have to play hurt. I give you 5 rules, things to do when you fall on your face, you get hit. Do them quick enough. You won't stay in those sad victim places long. You'll be able to get out of it. I understand it's going to hurt. It's going to sting. I've been hurt so much I lost track. My feelings were hurt yesterday. I only had 5 people in here. But it didn't last long. It was about 30 seconds. I'm getting good at it. Play hurt. In life, when you set a goal, you go after something, you head out on your journey to achieve it, you are sure to experience pain and discomfort. Pain and discomfort will be physical, emotional, and mental. You're going to feel it all in you. It's going to really hurt. You really wanted to go to that school, they offered you a scholarship, and you know what happened? They took it back. Ooh. They recruiting you hard, they came to the game, and they decided, you're not quite what we need for our business. Whew, stuff hurts, man. I'm telling you. It's going to cause you to doubt your ability. It's going to cause you to lose confidence, not believe that you can do it. Question whether it's all worth it. When you get to this feeling, and it hurts so bad, open your ebook, go back to rule number 1, and remind yourself that I can't not do this. I can't not do this. And this is why. And then remind yourself of the why. Because my little brother is watching me. And I got to be able to do something with my life to support my family. People are counting on me. I've invested too much. We've invested too much already. Remind yourself of what you came to do. What it takes. I said this already, an obsessive commitment to be the best you can be while having the ability to embrace how much failure you will endure along the journey. You're going to fall flat on your face. I'm just telling you now. But the sooner you start to embrace that idea that, okay, this is just that struggle Coach was telling me about. Okay, I'm good. That's good. It hurt. I get it. Okay. But I can look at it totally different now. I know it ain't going to last forever. And the sooner I figure it out, I'll be better. Understand that's very powerful. Don't be afraid to fail in front of people. Don't be afraid to fail in front of people. It's really important. Some people don't even try because they're afraid what other people are going to say about their failure. These are my losses. You understand that? These are my losses. This ain't yours. Why you talk about my losses? What about yours? These are my losses. Don't count my losses. Count yours. Don't worry about failing in front of people. Don't worry about failing in front of yourself. Give yourself permission to fail. Give yourself permission to be imperfect, flawed. At least you know what to work on. Now you can create a strategy, or you can eliminate some stuff. I keep failing doing that. Whatever it is, hanging out with that person. When he's my boyfriend, I'm not too good. Leave him. Ask. Ask for help. Ask. I need help with my math. I need help getting my SAT better. I need help on the ACT. Get your pride out of the way. Stop being too cool. Ask. I don't understand this, Coach. Can you please teach me this again? I don't understand what you meant. Ask. You're not advancing by just continuing to not know what you don't know. If you need the information to move forward, ask. It's really important. Ask the customer what they need. Right, we already talked about that. What are their problems? Coach, you came to my game last night. What did you think? Coaches drive 4 hours to see you play basketball. You should reach back out to that coach and find out what they thought. I mean, I've driven 10 hours in one day to watch a kid play basketball for an hour and a half. You think they come into your game just to come? They come into your game to watch you perform because you matter to them. So at least reach back out to them and find out, Coach, what you think about the game last night? I mean, they'll probably give you some information anyway, but listen to what they have to say because it may get you an opportunity to learn who they are better and what their needs are. So ask your competitors. You know somebody in your conference or something, or your neighborhood or your city and community that's really good? Do you guys have anybody like that? It's really good, like they're better than you. Anybody, y'all like, I'm the best in my city. Yeah. Who said basically? You? Okay, you the best. Who else live in her city?
She's not here. Well, yeah, but she's not here.
Is she the best in y'all city?
I think so.
Who, you live in her city? You like, I'm the best coach.
She's good.
Do I have the best players in the city? What city is it? Columbia. Oh, it's two different cities. Right, there's a north side. She might be good on the north side of the city, but on the south side of the city, she ain't that good. I'm just kidding. The moral of the story, if there's a competitor, if there's someone you're looking at like, man, she's pretty good. Don't be too cool for school. Don't be like, comparison is the thief of joy and jealous of her and all this other stuff. Ask her, how'd you get your jump shot like that? I want to know. Because mine ain't that good. You got a killer pull-up. You come off the dime with the pull-up on the elbow and like, what you doing? I need to know. Because what separates us oftentimes is just a little bit of information. And she may tell you something that your coach been telling you for years, and she may say it, and all of a sudden you get it. Oh, okay. Ask. Don't be too cool for school. The answers are out here for you. Keep showing up. Really simple. Show up to the gym. Keep showing up to the SAT testing dates. Keep showing up to the ACT testing dates. Keep showing up to the weight room. Keep showing up to the track. Keep showing up to practice. Just keep showing up. Keep showing up to the unofficial visits. Keep showing up to the junior recruit days and the team camps. And just keep showing up. Just keep living in the space. Just keep showing up. Living in the space of your dreams. Just keep showing up. 3D. I had 3D written on my rubber bands when I was in high school. I was a point guard. So that really meant to me decisions determine destiny. So whatever I did with the basketball would determine the destiny of my team. I took it very seriously. And so it was always a reminder. But I got that phrase from my AAU coach, and he was talking about my decisions that I was making off the court and how that was going to determine my destiny. I never really kind of clicked then. I took it as a basketball thing, but the decisions you make are going to create your future. So whatever decisions you make about those three areas, academics, character, athletics, it's going to become something. And the future will get here. 24 months is not that long. And everyone in this room in 24 months will be a high school graduate. Just understand that. It's going to be here. And either you're going to be so ready for it, so prepared for it, excited about what's next, or you're not. And the decisions you make between now and then, not in the past, because you can't do nothing about that. But starting today, we can make some decisions about the thinking, about our mindset, about the way we act, the way we walk, the way we talk, that transform our destiny. And again, nobody knows your destiny but you, universe. The head coach cheat code. I kind of mentioned this a little bit. If you go visit a coach on campus, dress for success. You don't have to be all dressed up, but if you wear some nice jeans and a nice shirt and some shoes, that's really good. Okay? You wear your sweats all the time. But I remember the kids that came to my office and looked nice. I knew it was intentional. Because I know most of the time if you had to choose, you just wear your sweats. I know that. I was a kid. I just wear my sweats. But the kids that kind of dress nice, just put on a nice shirt, nice pants. I knew they tried. I took note of that. Oh, she tried. Okay. Just sends a message about how she wants to be different, wants to stick out. I don't judge you if you wear your sweats, but I think you're going to stick out if you don't. Make eye contact. Speak with confidence. Communicate clearly. Again, I suggest you practice at home. A lot of kids don't know how to talk to adults because you spend so much time talking with your peer group, but the peer group language is way different than adult language. You got to have different ways to communicate. You can't talk to your friend Keisha the same way you talk to Coach on the phone. Just understand there's a difference. So maybe you need to practice talking to more adults. You're going to separate yourself because a lot of kids can't talk. Their parents come in and do all this for them. And I really sometimes have to be like, I need the kid by herself, get these parents out of here, because that's the person that's going to help my business, not mama and daddy. They can mean well, but they ain't coming to live in this world with us. I need to know you can talk. I didn't know when I ask you a question, you're going to give me an answer. And if you don't have an answer, you're going to say, Coach, I don't have an answer for that. But I'll try to find one. Take initiative. Drop a text message. Get into the coach's DMs. It's important. I got a lot of friends that coach. I had it on the slide, a tweet from one of my friends. She's now the head coach at Ole Miss. She was the head coach at Jacksonville, Yolette McEwen. Yo had a tweet that just said, I love it when recruits slide in my DM. You want to slide in other people's DM, you need to be sliding in your business. Get into the customer's DM. Hey, coach, it was great to see you at our game yesterday. Simple. Safe travels back home. Simple. They remember that. First of all, coaches are older, so when they get a message in their DM, it's like, oh, sure, we got our message. You'll stick out. It's true. Not every day. Not every day. Just when you got a little something to say. Like their post on Twitter. Double tap, give them a heart. They looking at it. They old. They look at do you look at your double taps? You counting them? Usually? Yeah? No? Yeah? So you think somebody else older ain't counting them too? They count them. We get lost in that matrix too. We like, ooh, 17 likes. Y'all like, ooh, 1,700 likes. It's a little different. But double tap. They got a big win last night. Double tap. Support them too. Coach is excited about a recruit. Double tap it. Follow their page. Follow the team's page. I don't know where you want to go, but let's just say it's Clemson. I'll be following Clemson women's basketball. Y'all don't like Clemson? Y'all Gamecock fans here? Everybody here is. But I'll be double tapping. Twitter, Instagram, be involved. Be involved with what's going on. Follow them. Listen to what they're saying. You can get a feel for a lot of people. They're not making up stuff on social media. You can get a feel for their energy and what they're about. Manners. I mean, it sounds very simple. You guys are from the South, so you probably got a lot of them, right? Manners will take you where money won't. This is just in life. This is in life. Manners will take you where money won't. Just be polite. Say please and thank you. Have a lot of kids come on visits. Can't say please, don't say thank you. You hold the door for them, they don't say nothing. And coaches are going to treat you, especially on official visits. I don't know if anybody's been on any official visits yet. Anybody here been on official visit? Okay, no. You have?
Yes, ma'am.
Where'd you go?
Anderson.
Anderson? Who's the head coach there now?
Coach Barbary.
Barbary, I don't know.
Barbary.
Jonathan Barbary, okay. I'm not familiar. But I coached at Tusculum College, so I'm familiar with Anderson. But you go on your official visit, so coach is going to treat you with great hospitality. They're going to open the door for you. Y'all move out the way and let the recruit through. They're going to let you order first. Y'all don't order. Waiter, get my recruit's order first. I'm just telling you what my energy is. Y'all, hey, let the recruit go first. It's about the recruit. When you come to visit, it's about, hey, we want to make sure we take care of the recruit. We show them the best time possible. We make them feel valued and important. When they do that, say thank you. I give every recruit when they come to campus a goodie bag. All their favorite candy, because I did my little research. I know your favorite candy, your favorite gum. You like Gatorade, what color you like? I know it all. I give you a goodie bag. Hey, welcome to campus. Welcome to UNCW. You're going to have a great time. You're going to feel so included in our family. Somebody give you something, say thank you. Right? Just be polite. Because when you don't, it sticks out. I'm like, I gave that girl all that candy, all that Gatorade, right? Coach comes to see you. Be considerate of the customer. Coach comes to see you. They drive 4 hours. They drive 7 hours, whatever it is. They fly you up. Thank you. Thank you for coming to see me. You could have been doing anything. Understand this. I could have been seeing a lot of people in the market. I chose you. And for you to have any sort of awareness of how important that is makes you different than other people. Makes you different. It's really just being polite. Cheat code. I think you should do this with your coaches. Whoever you like, I don't know who it is. Somebody writing you letters, showing you a little bit of interest. Congratulate them on things that happen with them. You got a coach that just had a baby. Hey, congratulations on the baby, coach. Assistant coach, maybe. Some coach just got their 100th career win. We put it up all over social media so everybody know. Hey, coach, congratulations on your 100th win. Oh, I saw you guys had a big win last night over your conference rivals. It's a big win. I see you guys 4th in the league. Congratulations. You're not even thinking about this. But when you do, when you're the first recruit that actually takes that initiative, you know what that coach is going to say? This kid just said congratulations. We'll remember her. Your name might come up in the recruiting meetings, which we have every single day, for at least 2 hours, about the market, about our business, and who we need, and what we need, and why we need them, and our problems, and who's going to solve it. Every day. Recruiting meetings about you. So maybe you show up and your name shows up in those recruiting meetings. Maybe they forgot about you and it's like, man, she reached out to us. Use social media. Don't let social media use you. So I'm telling you right now, the customer is like, these kids don't know how to act on social media. These new kids, I think social media is the best way to sell a product. You Google anyway, best way to sell a product, they'll say, social media. You got to understand that you're the product always, and you're the CEO of your product. And I can use social media to enhance and improve my product. I can create whatever story I want about my product on social media. So I can take pictures with my little brother and says, took my little brother to the park today. I can take pictures of my high ACT score, my SAT score. I'm like, yeah, winning, it's lit. How about that being lit? And not this little back shot. That back shot lit, but that SAT ain't. What story are you trying to tell? I know you guys are just trying to maybe impress your friends. I know you're trying to be in your world and do your thing, and I think it's a time and a place for that. I do. I think you need balance. You need to be a human being, a regular little kid. I get it. But understand this, you're always being watched. Always. And if you want to create a story that's positive about you, then be intentional about what you put out there. Workouts. Throw a work. Coaches love to think you're working out. And I would even say this, because I don't coach no more, so I don't care. Go to the gym, throw some water on your chest and your face, and be like, ooh, just finished them 16s. Just finished them down and backs. Coach gonna be like, man, she works out every day. She's posting it. She's getting good grades. She's hanging out with her little brother. This kid is great. This kid is awesome. She's just what we need. I'm telling you, I wouldn't say, Use social media. Don't let social media use you. I give you what to never put on social media and what to put on social media. I give you rules here, so you just know. I won't go into them. I gave you some things to put on social media, though. All positive. All positive. Pay the price. Know that something's you're going to have to give up something to get something. Got to give up something to get something. With anything, got to give up something. You might have to give up your mornings to work out before school. I coach a lot of kids. The higher levels up I got, I realized kids were like, I get my 5 a.m. workout in, I go to school, and then I work out with the team after. It's very normal for people who really want to play this game at the high level. So I'm telling you, if you ain't even thinking about that, you might not even be in that ballpark. And that's okay. Might be a low D1 player, might be a D2 player, whatever works for you, that's fine. But I'm telling you what the high level kids are doing, they're getting their 2 in. And they're inspired to do it. Because I drive my 10 hours up there the night before to go wake up and watch them in the gym at 5 a.m. And I watch them work. So you might have to give up your mornings. You want something, you might have to give up your mornings. You might have to give up your weekends with your friends. This weekend you gave it up. You might have to give up more weekends. You might have to give up your summers. All summer, all I do is just play basketball. Your parties, your social events. You can't go to every party. She might be able to go to every party, but you can't go because you got your why, you got your objective. You might not be able to do everything. I think this is becoming really important. Poor food choices. You can't eat like your mama and them. Your diet might need to be different. You know why? Because your mama ain't in the arena. Because coaches are watching that. Because a year ago, my guard's body fat weight, I tested it. It's got to be between a 17 and a 19. Post players better not get above 22 or we got issues. Because a fit player is what you call one that can compete at a high level. Doesn't get hurt and injured. Is able to play at a fast pace. Is conditioned to do whatever we need them to do, defensively, offensively. Jump for as long as I want, run hard as you can, sideline to sideline, stay in your defensive stance versus anybody else on our schedule. That's what coaches want. This is a $1 billion business. So yeah, we testing body fat. Dawn Staley testing body fat. It just is. And men's is just a whole different story. They're very, very particular. But the sooner you start developing good habits around food, you know, sugar, sweets, you're an athlete. You may not be able to do all that. What are you going to give up? It's important. Bad attitude, negative energy, what are you going to give up? Board of advisors. We're almost to the end here. Board of advisors. So every company has a board. You as an individual need to have a board. People that advise you, they can support you financially. Your parents, somebody put the gas in the car to get you up here. Somebody paid for the hotel. Somebody paid the entry fee for you to participate. Somebody paid for the uniform you got on. You need people to do that because you can't do it for yourself. But some people are going to guide you in other ways. But you got to make sure you're strategic about how they're helping you. So this person helps me with my grades. They support me with my grades. Miss Hatcher, I always go back to Miss Hatcher. This is one of my high school friends. My staff right here, Ryan Bernard grew up with me, same neighborhood since we were like 5 years old. That's my buddy for life. And then Brittany Oliver played for me at Tusculum College and worked for me at UNCW, and just one of the best players and people that just impacted my life greatly. See, this is what happened. When you're a good person, your head coach goes and does other things that they want you to just keep coming with them. Like, come on, Brittany, keep helping me. Just makes me better. Board of advisors. You need them. Do they help me with academics? Miss Hatcher was what I was getting at. Miss Hatcher was a teacher we had in high school. You know, if I really wanted to, struggling with something academically, she was on my board. Now, I didn't call her on my board, but she was my go-to. Maybe you need spiritual advice. You got somebody at church that you go to. Right? Maybe it's basketball. You know, your coach probably should be on your board for your basketball athletic performance. All of your performance areas, you should probably have someone you can go to. When I get in trouble here, or I feel like I'm unsure here, I think you need a biggest fan. I think you need somebody who's going to be like, man, you can do that. Come on. You're being petty. No, you can do that. You better than that. That's what this guy is. This guy's like, I believe in you. I don't care if ain't nobody in that room tomorrow. I know you got it. I know they missing out. Like, he's going to shout. If he could get on top of this roof and tell everybody that they need to be in here to listen to my friend, he would. You might need somebody like that. Somebody's going to champion you. Again, you don't need to be around negative people. So choose your board wisely. You get older, keep this in your system. I always need a board. I need a spiritual board. I need somebody who's going to help me spiritually. I need a financial board. I'm trying to be a millionaire times 10. Who's going to help me do that? And know that your mom might not be able to go on your basketball board. I tell college kids this all the time. You're listening to your mother, and she don't know the difference between the elbow and the baseline. How? I know she love you. That don't take that away. She love you. She supports you. Want to see you win. But she wasn't in practice yesterday. She don't know what a ball screen is, or three-man game, or the 2-2-1 versus a diamond press, or if we trapping the ball screen or switching it, or who messed up on that play. Y'all, you know this. This is a college kid thing because there's so much detail in the college game. You have no idea. It's a totally different game than what you just played. Whatever you played this morning, college game is totally different. You're going to go and you're going to think you like left Earth and went to Mars when you get to college. It's totally different. But you know who don't know that? Your mother, your mom, your grandma, your dad. They don't know. So everybody may not be able to go on every board. My mother couldn't go on my basketball board. Couldn't go on my financial board. But I knew I had people in places of my life that could help me with all of those things. And my job is to ask for help when I need it. My job is to create a board, people around me that support and love me. Everybody's intentions are good, and maybe you can't figure it out right now, but start narrowing it down. I give you a little sheet to help you. Board of advisors. Here, I want you to read this. Who am I? What's your name? Malia? Hey, Malia, how are you?
Good.
You good? Can you read those questions for me? I talk about language and empowering questions. This is what you should be asking yourself about the 5 people you hang out with most. Okay, so you think about your little 5 friends or the people you spend the most time with, and then just read those questions. This is what you're thinking about when you talk about them.
Who am I around? What are they doing to me? What have they got me reading? What have they got me saying? Where do they have me going? What do they have me thinking? And what do they have me becoming?
Because that's what's happening. So So it may not be, because I know you guys don't probably read a lot of books. It'd be cool if you did, but maybe you don't. But they do this. Oh, look at that. Look. Read that. Oh, okay. Oh, listen to this. Listen to this. Put this in your headphones. That's really what y'all do to each other. Now, when your friend has high character, makes good grades, can really play basketball, everything they're showing you is something that can help you. They're like, oh, look at this. Asia Wilson just posted an article about how when she was in high school, she dreamed of playing at South Carolina and winning a national championship. That's so inspiring. Man, we want more of that. You need to be around people who are going to add fuel to the goals you want. Now, if they got you just looking at garbage all the time on this thing, they got you saying things because their language will eventually become your language. They smoking cigarettes. They smoking weed. They hanging out over here. Let me tell you a funny story. I told the 7th graders yesterday, but this really happened in my life. I was in the 7th grade playing AAU, and I had a girl on my AAU team, and we were pretty close. I really didn't get this at the time. Between games, there was a break in the games. We didn't have nowhere to go. She's like, let's go to the gas station. I'm like, okay. I'll go to the gas station. She buys cigarettes. Now, this is the early 90s when people were selling 10-year-old cigarettes. Like anybody could get some cigarettes. You didn't have to have no ID or nothing. She goes in there, she buys cigarettes, she gets them, she starts smoking. She's like, you want to smoke? I'm like, man, I ain't smoking no cigarettes. We like 11. What are you doing? Right? I'm like, nah. I'm going to tell y'all her name. But this is her nickname, so you can't. Peaches, that was her name. That y'all should know right there. That don't even sound right. Peaches. Peaches grew up on the south side. I'm from High Point, North Carolina. Peaches grew up on the south side. But Peaches was on my AAU team. She was my friend at the time. She goes in there, she buys the cigarettes, she smokes them. We stand outside, kind of in the back of the gas station, smoking those cigarettes. We walk back down to the gym. Well, my AAU coach smells smoke and all this other stuff. Stuff happened. And at the time, I was like, I was not smoking cigarette. My AAU coach still today, he's my mentor and he's on my board of advisors. He still today is like, you remember you and Peaches were smoking those cigarettes when you were 12? Like, I wasn't smoking cigarettes. But anyway, that's why I say, well, Peaches' story ended up being until I broke away from Peaches. Because something happened, other stuff started happening.